indeed. This room is an offering chapel. It's part of a tomb, and the walls are covered in glass so we don't mar it. But the closest I can get, there are figures inscribed all over these walls, and the closest I can get to a horse is there are donkeys right here. And because, I think you can see it, and because it's an offering chapel, all of the figures here are bringing in offerings. Here's another little donkey over here, and it's built, here he is, built in 2450 BC, and it is obviously Egyptian, and it is for the pharaoh Sekhem-An-Ptah. It is his offering chapel from the late Dynasty 5. I'm sorry that I didn't find many horse artifacts in ancient Egypt. I'm not finding too many horse artifacts in ancient Egypt. Not too many horse artifacts in ancient Egypt, but I will keep on looking. I did find some donkeys, which are very economical to use, hardworking and economical for processing food and milling grain. But I will keep searching for it. This is by John Singer Sargent. These are the horses of Apollo. And I'm sorry it's such a funny angle, but it's because it's on the ceiling. See? The Horses of Apollo by John Singer Sargent. He did a whole bunch of friezes up here, and they're very, very beautiful. Murals. He did a whole bunch of murals, and they're very, very beautiful. Regarding the murals that cover the ceiling of the main entranceway by John Singer Sargent, I'd like to note that they were all done in 1916. And this horse is from the Tang Dynasty in 8th century China. Isn't it beautiful? It's terracotta. Can you see it? It's saddled. Chinese invented stirrups. What a beautiful sculpture that is. This earthenware is also from the Tang Dynasty in China. It's glazed. It's wearing a saddle. It's also very beautiful. The Tang Dynasty was about 1618 to 907, and that was in China. This horse is made out of stoneware, and he's got a yellow glaze. So he might look like he's made out of wood, but he's not. Isn't he wonderful? He's wearing no tack at all. You are going to love this. This is a pair of polo players, and they are female polo players on polo ponies. I like the way these ponies are fed. I approve of their stable management. These are also made out of earthenware, and they're from the Tang Dynasty in China too. That's some good action they've got. She's swinging down there to hit the ball. That's great. This horse is also from China. He's from the Northern Wei Dynasty in the first half of the 6th century AD. He is also made out of painted earthenware. So sometimes it looks like they might be made out of something else. Like it might appear as if he's made out of metal or bronze, but he's not. He's made out of clay, and he's painted. I love his gesture. He's rounded. He looks like he's engaged. He's on the bit. Good job. This horse is also from China. Did I mention that the Chinese are credited with the invention of stirrups, and battles have been won and lost, decided? The army had the advantage who had the stirrups. I digress. This horse is from the Western Han Dynasty, 1st century BC. He is also made out of clay. An oil painting by John Constable. He was a famous landscape painter from 1776 to 1837. The name of this painting is Weymouth Bay from the Downs above Osmington Mills. It was painted about 1816, and there is a horse in it. Just above the figure are a pair of horses plowing the field, and it was just such a beautiful landscape that I said, oh, thank goodness there's a horse in it. You deserve to see it. Here's one more painting by John Constable. This one was done in about 1815. It's entitled Stour Valley and Dedham Church, and of course it's also an oil painting as well. And the horses are attached to a cart overlooking this beautiful landscape. Now I'm really happy. I found an Edgar Degas, and this one was painted in 1869. It's called At the Races in the Countryside, and of course it's an oil painting. And although he's known for painting his ballet figures, he also did a number of racehorse figures. And I am happy to report that the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston has one out on exhibition today. I'm delighted to show it to you. Aren't you glad you don't ride in this saddle? This is made out of bone. It's on a wood core. It's lined with hide, and it's covered with birch bark, and it has traces of paint left on it. It was probably Tyrolean, and it was made in around 1430 to 1460. Tyrolean meaning Central Europe. I wanted to give you another angle of that saddle. Last view of the saddle. Not a lot of padding. This is a sculpture made by Jean-Auguste Barre, and it is made out of bronze, and it is made in about 1837. It's French, and it depicts Mary of Burgundy, who was a 15th century princess, and she was the wife of an emperor. And this bronze represents a poignant moment before she had a hunting accident. You see, she's got a falcon on her hand there, and here she has her assistant trying to catch the horse and prevent the accident. It's the moment just before tragedy, captured forever in this beautiful piece of artwork. Her page is trying to stop the tragedy. Mary Cassatt says it's time for lunch. Lunchtime intermission in the courtyard for the little sparrows. Very nice. That's where they have the music concerts some night. Right in that little courtyard. In the middle of the building. Little birds went for lunch. Here we go. Hey, buddy. One piece of bread. Delicious. Friend's gonna get it. Go ahead. All right. There. Here's a big piece. Bird truth or dare. Only the brave ones get lunch, or I could knock them down. You get excited over that. Come on, let's do it. Here, you can have it.